Before I ask my question, I have Fahim Abrar has a question. Before I ask my question, please, Fahim.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. I hope you're well.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your wonderful discussion. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Since I've been studying international security this semester from a political science perspective, something really caught up in my mind when you start discussing on the Westphalian approach and then the global order that we witness. So I would like to ask, like, as we witnessed as a failure to or compromise to Westphalia, that states like Finland in the Europe, which has compromised like its statehood for survival, or perhaps like to be a founding member of the EU. Apparently, it has been greatly assisted them in gaining economic prosperity and navigating the like challenges of Westphalian sovereignty. Do you anticipate, like, considering that all the states do not possess the equal power in terms of military, economy, trade, global affairs, and diplomacy. So do you anticipate such a thing in terms of a regional institution that we may in the future have faced something like that? Also, from a different perspective, for example, the UK through the Brexit, they separated from the European Union. So both the perspectives are here that we have witnessed in terms of EU. So my question is like in terms of when we are aspiring for a regional order, for state cooperation, for enhancing prosperity, but against the backdrop, do you anticipate any such thing in South Asia? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. First of all, I think ideally, although it has been always said that a giant is as equal as a dwarf, and the Vettel's historical remarks on sovereign equality. Global order has not been equal. Certainly, it is not. And as we keep talking about the structure of the Security Council itself within the United Nations framework, giving some nations a supra power to, regulate others and to do whatever they are willing to, as per their wish and will. So in that line, first, from the very realist point of view, what we need to keep in mind is that global order, nation states are not equal. Certainly, we pursue towards the question of equality, but what is important is that the respect to certain fundamental principles that includes non-intervention, that includes prohibition of use of force, and that includes peaceful settlement of disputes. I think based on these principles, states can have a more persuasion towards peaceful transition. On the aspects of these regional challenges, as you see that, in last 20 years history, there are a second tier of states who are coming up with the idea of BRICS on the one hand, in terms of its economic strengthening. Of course, then, BRI as a project which led by China. So anyway, these kind of projects, which advocates for cooperation, which advocates for investments and economic benefits, whatever be the way they are projecting, those really imbibes towards integration of countries in terms of their relationship. In a way, even if on certain points we see the challenges of least integration, we see the challenges of nations not approaching towards integration, not approaching towards relationship development. On the other hand, we see otherwise things are happening in a different directions. So linking your point to what Professor Raj was picking up a very important aspects, and the most important relevance for today's discussion is the US policy. So what we see, even if US takes a very surprising policy of non-cooperation with international organizations, withdrawal from some of the organizations. Certainly, The others on the reverse side will come up with the idea, and they have certain platforms. They will work things. I think in a way, if one part of the world goes in one direction, the other parts will certainly have a different directions. That is one of the natural phenomena the states do have competing with each others. So, but yes, I also have my thought about what you rightly mentioned on the question of security aspect. So on the question of security aspect, the challenge we have are of course, and that I think is connected with the economy also, and politics also. So the thing is, we anticipate, and we should anticipate from different perspectives at the same time, whatever way it goes.
Thank you very much.